Hey everybody, it's Tom, and I'm back again with a comic book haul. Uh, Before I even start the video, if there's anybody watching this who's 13 or under, now's the time for you to get the fuck out before I get fined or anything like that. This whole COPA bullshit is just goddamn ridiculous. Um, So just wanted to get that out of the way. So again, if you're 13 or under, get the fuck out because there's nothing for you here. Now, went to a couple of 50% off sales at three of my local shops. One of them I went back to twice. I went to Zap Comics. The only problem I had with the Zap Comics one is I stood in line. I got there early. They opened up at I forgot, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. It might have been 8 o'clock. I can't remember. But they let everybody in all at once instead of, just a few people. So, I mean, it defeats the purpose of me standing in line all that time to, get books. So, like, guys that were like 20 deep in line were able to get to some stuff before I had an opportunity to. But enough crying about that sort of stuff. I still came away with some very decent things. So again, everything you see here will be 50% off the sticker price. I was able to grab a couple of treasuries for my collection. I always forget how these things are numbered. Well, that one's labeled as F7, All-Star Comics number 3. Famous Edition C30, Sensation Comics number 1, and Superman. So these were all DC ones. I'm more of a Marvel guy. Kind of cut off, I see here. So though I got those were all 50% off. All right. Got a lot of run filler type books. I got Captain Marvel, even at $3. That was a good price for that book. So I got that for $1.50. This is a book that I've wanted for a while. Thor King Size Annual number 6. I also think this has something to do with the Korvac saga. I'm not 100% sure on that. Spec book, Oblivion Song number 1. And then Marvel Presents number 1, the first appearance of Ulysses Bloodstone. Marvel Premiere 19. This is like my second or third copy of this. It's got the Hulk 181 ad, but it's also the first appearance of Colleen Wing. A-Force number 1, the Adam Hughes variant. This was a book I was happy to find. Detective Comics 1000, the Lucio Perillo variant. Let's see, what else did we grab? Here's a book. I went to the flea market a couple of days before that. This was the only book I found, Heckle and Jekyll. It's one of those things where you had to buy something, otherwise it would be a complete waste. And I paid $1 for that. And I also proceeded to drop it in the dirt as well. It fell out of the bag. Let's see. I did grab some current books while I was there. I'll show those as well. These were cover price. Vengeance of Vampirella number 2, the Superman 17 variant. They had 2 copies left of that. That was that Adam Hughes cover. Vengeance of Vampirella 1, the Lucio Perillo. Vampirella number 4, the Art Germ cover. The Amazing Mary Jane number 1, Art Germ cover. Captain America 15, X-Men 1, and Captain Marvel 11. Those were the current things that I I picked up. I don't buy a lot of new stuff, as I've said previously. But if I see a cover I like, I'm definitely grabbing that. All right, back to the Zap stuff. Found 2 copies of this. Thunderbolts #1. And then I found another copy. So I got that copy for $2.50, this copy for $6. I upgraded my copy of Captain Marvel #31, the whole Cosmic Cube saga. That was $15, so I got that for half off. I always like this cover, Marvel Tales number 232. I might buy all of those McFarlane covers, but wasn't going to pass up on that for $1. Astonishing Tales #23. It is the second appearance of Fing Fang Foom. First Bronze Age appearance. And let's see, I got a whole host of Spider-Man books as well, which I'll be showing in a moment. Defenders for my Defenders run. Defenders #9, part of that Avengers Defenders crossover. Some of the books in that crossover are pretty expensive. Let's see. Just a run filler book. Mid-grade copy of Avengers 75. Picked that up for $5. And then, let's see. Some more Avengers goodness. #60. Half off. That was $6. Found another copy of Oblivion Song #1. They also have at Zap like these mini-series in the bins. So I got the Planet of the Apes mini-series 3-issue set for $2, but I got it because there's some J. Scott Campbell covers in there that I didn't have, including that one. Another Defenders for my run, #8. This is the reprint for Batman 251. Got that for half a sticker. So it was $2. Another Captain Marvel for my run, #2. Decent copy for $5. And then I found some Adam Hughes Catwoman books. Even at this sticker price, they're definitely underpriced. I could turn around and flip either of these for at least $20. Catwoman #45, because I've sold each of these in the past for $20 a pop. And Catwoman 46, 2 of the more popular covers from that run. I was able to get almost, oh wait, I'll circle back to that in a moment. Some more Avenger run fillers, #120. These 50% off sales are good if you're putting runs together. If you want to do it on the cheap. 119, 116. I mean, they're not high grade copies, but they're good enough for me for my run. You know, a mid-grade presentable copy. And 104. And last, #37. And then I was able to put together almost the entire run of Man-Thing from Volume 1. So we got Man-Thing #19. And again, these were all less than $2 an issue after 50% off. So we got 19, 18, 16, 14, and these are really nice copies actually. #13, #12, #10. I figured I'm going to start investing more in these Bronze Age books before they start getting unobtainable. And then some really cool Mike Plug covers as well. Number 9 and number 6. All right. And again, if you're 13 or under, we do not want you here. I don't know how many times I'll be saying that going forward. I don't want to risk what's it? They said it's a $40,000 fine. That's just ridiculous. And all the books just went flying one moment. All right. More Zap Comics pickups. I bought a lot of books there. This book was hot for like a minute. Omega the Unknown for $1.50. And I bought another copy of Conan the Barbarian number 15. This is actually the second appearance of Elric. All right. And then some amazing Spider-Man run fillers. Let me get all of them together. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man run fillers. We got a reader copy of King Size Annual number 5. Has something to do with Peter Parker's parents. Upgraded my copy of 151. Copy of 103. Number 310. 154. 313. 304. This one was a double. I wasn't going to leave it there for $5. 317 McFarlane Spawn cover. 138. My list said I didn't have that one, but I mean I've seen that cover before. Sometimes I get confused with what I've seen in people's videos versus what I have in my own collection. 133 and 108. Then I was able to get some Golden Age stuff, which I'm always happy about. Actually, I thought this was a Golden Age, but it's from 1956, and I should have known better because it had the comics code. Still a cool cover. It's from 1956, Red Mask, number 53. And then I got an issue of Jumbo Comics, which I'm always happy about. And then this apparently is a rare book. I didn't know it at the time, but Night Tiger Comics commented on my post on Instagram that it's a relatively rare book. Hunted famous crime cases from the police files. So grab that for $25. And then we got some more wall books. I got Fantastic Four. I think this was probably the best book I got down there that day. Fantastic Four number 53. First appearance of Claw. Second appearance of Black Panther. This is my second copy of Lobo. First appearance of Lobo. Wasn't going to leave that for $15. This is a hot book at the moment. Inhumans number 5. First appearance of the second Black Widow. Saw the trailer the other day. I was very happy the way that looked. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then I got a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 252. It's got, and I think the guy that handed it to me kind of maybe squeezed the book a little too much on the spine. Made a little indent there. But for some reason, I didn't have that book in my collection, but I did have it when it was on the newsstand back in the day. So for $32, was definitely happy to finally re-add that to my collection. And then last, just some a few more Spider-Man issues, early bronze, that I always count them as Silver Age just because of the way this is set up. Number 98 does not have the comics code. I think this is one of the 2 drug issues. Number 94 and number 93. I grabbed every Spider-Man I could off the wall that I wasn't in competition with other people to get. And then number 65. So that concludes everything that I got from Zap Comics over the 2 days that I was there. I went the Saturday and then went back on Sunday. Also, when I was there, I picked up one of these boxes. A lot of you guys have these already, these art boxes. I'll just keep that there for now. And then I bought a book off of Instagram. A friend of mine that I met through Instagram, Sean. He goes by That Comics Guy. If you guys are on Instagram, you should check him out. This was... I'm very happy to get this book. I don't have any Golden Age DC books. Actually, I'm going to move the box so you guys can get a better look at that, because the camera is a little too close up on it. So he held this for me for a while until I could pay it off. Flash Comics number 51. So it's my first Golden Age DC comics. It's got Hawkman on the cover instead of the Flash, but I didn't care. It's going to go up on the wall. So thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. And then I went to another shop, which is about 25 minutes away, and picked up... I only got 4 books at their 50% off sale, because their 50% off sale does not include their wall books, but anything that's in their back issue bins are 50% off. Got a copy of Conan 275. It's got a couple of things there, but $5. I'm glad to just get that out of the way for my Conan run. This was an amazing find. It's a Michael Turner signed book. It's also signed by 2 other guys. I think one of them is Peter Steigerwald. I can't make out who that signature is, but there's the Michael Turner signature. And I got that for $5. So it's one of those Wizard World exclusives. Wizard World Philadelphia. If anybody knows who the other signatures are, can you do me a favor and just let me know? I'll show them again. I think one's Steigerwald, but I don't know who that cat is. And there's the, can you see? There's the guys who worked on the book, and there's the Michael Turner. That's like my 3rd or 4th Michael Turner. And then I was able to get another Golden Age book. Rangers Comics number 44. My first one of those in my collection. And then I got Rye number 0 for half off of that. That's my first time owning that book as well. And then finally I went to Main Street Comics in Milltown. I was going, the sale was Saturday, but I unfortunately also had to go to Massachusetts to go visit my daughter up at school. She was having a dance thing up at college, and my wife said I could go, but if she was only giving me like 15 minutes to do some digging, and I kind of scrambled to get the books that I did get. Made a couple of mistake purchases as well. I wound up buying something that I already had. You know, regret not buying other things. And then I did the The same thing I always do is I kind of messed up on the condition of a certain book, but it was only half off, so it was fine with me. I forgot to look through the Avengers bin to check on my Avengers run, but here we go. Without further ado, Amazing Spider-Man 132 was kind of a mistake for me, or a misstep. I didn't notice that at the time. This was a book that I was surprised I did not have. I mean, I've seen it so many times, digging through long boxes, but when I was consulting my list, it says I didn't have it. First appearance of Rocket Racer, 172, 182, 185. Didn't get any Silver Ages because I got there late. In addition to everything else, there all the Silver Ages that he had, and he had a nice amount of them. They were all gone. 180, and then I got some Tomb of Draculas for my run, number 65 and number 39. And then I picked up a mid-grade copy of Fantastic Four 120, first appearance of Airwalker. I should have gotten 121. They had it as well. It was the death of Airwalker. He's one of the heralds of Galactus, if people are running around collecting those first appearances. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, number 33. Let's see if we can do something about that. It's the last issue. It's also a short printed issue, I believe, and a controversial issue because it just shows some nudity in there. And then, what else did we grab? Here's another mistake that I made. But it turned out to be an upgrade to my existing copy. Strange Tales, number 157. It's the cameo appearance as opposed to the first appearance. I'm sick of that shit too, of the Living Tribunal. Captain America 217, first appearance of Quasar. Here's another current issue that I grabbed, Black Cat. Oh, another Tomb of Dracula for my run, number 67. Another Strange Tales I didn't have, 160. A nice issue of Conan the Barbarian, number 5. And then I had a, let's see, Justice League of America, number 78. I always wanted to pick this up because I thought it was his first appearance. I don't know what I was thinking, but it actually is the first appearance of their their space station that they have. If you remember the animated series of Justice League, that was their base of operations in space. And then a classic Kirby cover that I think would do nicely with a press and maybe even a clean. I think this is definitely a pressable book. It's got some spine roll to it a little bit. Even if I can bump that up a grade, like I'm going to submit it anytime soon. But Fantastic Four number 72, and then Fantastic Four number 47. I had a lower grade copy of that in my collection. I figured I'd start grabbing some more of these Fantastic Four books. And that is it. This is my last haul for the year. Definitely not my last haul for forever like some folks are doing. I saw some guys on Instagram saying they weren't going to post videos anymore for various reasons. I think it has to do with that COPPA, C-O-P-A stuff. Tumua, he said he wasn't going to do videos anymore, and Night Tiger said he wasn't doing videos anymore. But I'm going to keep at it for a while. I'm just going to make sure things are properly labeled, go through my old catalog and make sure that they're not marked, for all ages, that whole mishigash. And that's it. I think on my next video will probably be maybe New Year's Day. I'll show my favorite pickups that I had from this year. couple of books that I picked up in these sales will make the cut. And that's it, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching, taking the time to watch, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody who's watching, Hanukkah, all those great holidays. And until next time, bye for now.